about the Filip Hrgović and the purse bid. It's like, well, Michael Hunter, that's the fight. That's the fight. But
Yeah.
it's prize fighting. It's prize fighting. Can you elaborate a little bit? I know people have been asking you questions about it. I don't want to sound
No,
rhetorical.
no, no, no. I like it. I like it because I think the people need to at least have have get an ear of what I have to what how I feel, and I just feel like Triller gave me the opportunity to give me a deal that I can't refuse. You know, Originally I wanted to fight Hrgović. I went to Triller so Triller could win the purse bid, and they were on their way of doing that. Once that was um, found out, once they found out, Sarlin and Eddie Hearn, then that's when all the extensions and all this start happening, and they were able to talk them out of buying the purse bid and or whatnot. So, but originally, that was the plan, and I think that see, they never approached me. You're supposed to negotiate in good faith before you even go to purse bid. So they never ever hit me up. They never had any intentions to negotiate with me a deal of any sort.
Mhm.
Um, and they took it straight to purse bid. I didn't take it to purse bid. We never got to negotiate. Go from there. And then, as the day of the purse bid, the day before the purse bid, they try to come in to negotiate, and it was just far too late. I've already had made my moves, and
Mm.
then they found out that Triller was involved, and was going to beat them on the
On the bid.
bid, and
Mm.
I that was as far as I got from there. The conversations they had, because it was about 12-day an extension. Um, so the conversations they had, Eddie was able to do whatever his due diligence to not get them to bid, and that kind of changed the momentum. And then I just had to take it a different route. They were not originally that they weren't too excited to get me on the show after, but just doing good business, I was able to strike a deal with them, and give me a deal that I couldn't refuse, for the first time, to be on Triller, and as an A side fighter is I can't be mad at what nobody. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about the sport of boxing is that the business of boxing is never, it's never in the surface. So a lot of people like to blame fighters for not getting what we feel as fans should be getting. We don't understand the sport like we understand the NBA, NFL, free agency, the draft, why people get cut, 10 day contracts. When it comes to the sport of boxing, it's like we're like, why this fighter not fighting this guy and this one is ducking and the 60-40, 70-30, and we don't even know what the hell is going on. We don't even know what's in the 60 or in the 40.
Right. And I think that, I mean, I like these questions because these is like my living experience. This is something that the youth and the younger boxers, I think, they're gonna have to deal with, just like all the other fighters. And we might as well start talking about it. Before, it was like, you know something that you don't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for us to speak about this, and you have to understand, like, after when we get paid, especially if you're not on that big top echelon, the more money you get, it's the free stuff you get, the more free stuff.
Clarify something about what you were saying earlier about they was trying to keep Triller from not bidding, because that's something that we heard from Top Rank, trying to not wanting Matchroom to not bid for the Cambosos Teofimo Lopez fight. Is
Yeah.
should that be like a problem? Should that be like a disrespect to the fighter? Like, yo, why you trying to stop these people from bidding on my fight?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they don't even talk to Triller. They don't know. They don't do business with Triller. So why would you call across the board and discuss your bid? A bid it's a closed bid. It's not like we all know the price. We all know the price on the see who won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for them to exactly kind of jump the gun and jump across and put the propaganda in Triller's head to not bid. They really didn't want the fight to happen. That's all that sounded like to me, because they weren't really trying to put the money up. They weren't really trying to make the fight happen. They were trying to gain something for very cheap.
So it's almost like indirectly trying to make you submit to
That's
to
right.
what
That's right. We were
that's
competing.
effed up.
The battle started from the purse bid. The moment I lost the purse bid, I pretty much lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? So and they were the ones that did the extensions. Originally, they took it to purse bid. They never came and negotiated. So they're supposed to negotiate in what they call in good faith.
Got you. And
To
then if
see
y'all
if
can't come with a deal, y'all go to purse bid.
yes. If it's we can't come and blah blah. So really, technically, if I had some real power, I could have just stopped it all right there because they did it in bad faith. So you had a lot of people you were gonna have to pay off, and a lot of you want to be the biggest and baddest fight, and they're both from the same area. Wouldn't you want to have it at home? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do any justice to have it in Saudi Arabia. I mean, I guess it would be for somebody for them to watch, but I really think that was something that Eddie really just had his heart into. And I think that Eddie was doing most of the work and most of the promoting and propaganda, if you will, to get this fight up and running when the fight was no closer than when it originally started. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it was never. I think that he was having his fingers crossed, and they got uncrossed. I think that's all it was. And I see Anthony Joshua commenting on Tyson Fury. I think that
I had it up earlier.
They already knew that what the situation was. It was nothing for them to have Tyson Fury, for him to comment about Tyson Fury about. They knew that this fight could not happen and may not happen, and they knew it was a controversy between Deontay Wilder. They act like they didn't know about the arbitration. I know that they're not being that secretive. Maybe they didn't know what the outcome was, and they were pushing for the fight to not go through so they could make their fight.
Now that's something I wasn't saying today. I wasn't saying today about because I was really saying about how did Eddie Hearn did not know about an arbitration. I think that was irresponsible for a businessman like that to start making deals with the Saudis and not know.
Well, like I said, I think he was trying to muster up enough because the people. I feel like the people are in control. If the people really want that fight to happen and it was enough hurrah, then then everybody will start to amend to making it happen. And I think that was Eddie Hearn's whole big situation, that he was really pushing. He was really doing the business. He was trying to get people excited. He was trying to get big people with money excited. And when you do that, then there's a lot of power involved. And I think that it was a little dart in the in the tire.
A little one that blew out the tire, man.
Yeah,
it blew the whole tire up. What you think about fighting in Juneteenth? The day.
Oh man, I thought that was cool, man. To see that it's different. It's Black history. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad. I'm there to make some history. Facts. Be a part of Juneteenth.
And I think, and I feel like a fighter should adopt that date. Just like Cinco de Mayo. How Cotto had in June in the Puerto Rican parade. There you go, Michael Hudson. You see? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you can hire me as assistant manager. You feel me? I got you. Advertising, marketing. I'm here for you, my brother.
I like it.
Yeah, because if you really think about it, nobody really has adopted this day. It could be one of those days in boxing, and I hope somebody do, Michael. I hope somebody do. You know what I'm saying? Adopt that day. And fight every year that day.
Yeah, man, I think it's a great idea.
Freedom Day, Libertarian Day.
That's right. That's right. And that's what I'm about anyway. So that's right up my alley. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel free in Triller, baby. You feel free. You see it all that.
You got me thinking right now. You got my mind going.
It all lands. It all fits there, man.
That's right. I like it.
Yeah. Oh man, tell us more about your opponent, Mike Wilson.
Man, people don't know about this dude, but this dude can fight a little bit, man. He was the Olympian the Olympic hopeful back in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
He was like the old vet that had done it and been around, and I was the new kid coming up on the block. And that's how people know me from the amateurs. Is anybody that's seen me on top is me because I've overthrown Mike Wilson.
Oh, okay, okay.
So Mike Wilson was the best best amateur at one point out of the whole country. You know what I'm saying? Fought in many many titles, world championships. So this dude has a lot of experience. His pro fights he hasn't fought too many
Top
tough,
competition,
tough
world class fighters.
opponents, but the dude can fight, and we have some history, so I know he's going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy one, but I look to show up and show out. Like I said, this is a different time for me. I'm pretty much not. I'm basically. As a free agent. This is the first time I've been, really embraced by a company, to where I have the, it's a little bit more relaxed. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Usually everything is a little more tension. Even during camp, everything is a little more tighter. You know what I'm saying? This is the best Michael Hunter you're going to see in these next coming years. Just I could just see me just going up and up and up. It's been a long road just to get here, but now I've really found my consistency and my base. So I think that you're going to see some exciting things come June 19th, and go from there.
And yo, and God bless that you got that you got paid the way that you feel like you deserve to get paid, because people got to understand also, when fighters are they're not getting paid well, their preparation lacks. Because you still got to pay for sparring partners.
That's right.
You got to pay for nutrition, a chef or whatever. So the more money you get, the more comfortable it is to get the proper sparring partners for that matchup. It's like I asked Jason Rosario's people before he faced Jamal Charlo. Mm-hmm. And they was like, this is the first training camp I ever had. Like the first training camp. Not just training in the gym, but the first training camp.
That's right. See, that's what I'm saying is I haven't really had a camp, you know what I'm saying, where I have a budget and I say, okay, we're going to do this and do that. All of that is really come out of my own sources, my own energy, you know what I'm saying, with my friends and family, you know what I'm saying, just looking out, doing the best they can. So this is the first time really that I'm going to be able to have my own little training camp, my own budget, and we're going to see from there. I don't see me – it's going to be very, very, very difficult to beat me when it comes to when I get in that situation. Prior to this, I've always had my back against the wall. I've always had to take fights on short notice. I've always had to do things that no normal promoter or manager would let their fighter do.
Yeah.
So